Hello and welcome to Louie's Cringe Carnival, episode number 1. Thank you. That's our live studio audience that is actually here and actually totally exists, and you can't prove otherwise because obviously you have no proof. Anyway, I'm going to try to not sound like such a fucking douchebag while I record this thing, but it's really kind of just bound to happen, unfortunately. And I'm also going to, make an effort to not speak in such a monotone voice, because that would be really boring. And I don't want to bore you guys with my monotone voice, because that would really suck. Anyway, this might be the first and only fucking episode of this shit. I really don't know. But it's definitely going to be very vulgar and very politically incorrect. So if that shit, offends you, then you might as well just stop listening now. But about the show name, I mean, I'm not exactly sure why I chose to use the word carnival, because, carnivals are supposed to be fun. And this probably won't be. And I've been calling it a podcast, but this definitely isn't a podcast, let's just be honest. It's not being cast on any pods anywhere. But you will definitely cringe at some point while listening to this. Whether it's because of the terrible sense of humor that I have, or the show's subject matter, or just the poor production value, or just listening to me try to be entertaining. At some point you will cringe. If you haven't, then I really haven't done my job. And if you're listening to this, you're probably from WireClub, as intended. You guys sent me a lot of inbox questions. I have like 35 unread messages from you guys, as I requested, so thank you. I appreciate that. And I know a lot of you guys listening would prefer to just skip all the bullshit and just get to that part of the show. So in the description of this video, I've put some timestamps, so feel free to go down there and use those to get to the questions. Alright. Now, for those of you who would prefer to just stick around, today is fucking April 19th. It is 1:15 p.m. I just finished my work week. Got back from the gym a few hours ago. I just ate a bunch of fucking sushi. And I kind of feel like a fucking fatty right now. But it was good. It was good food. And now I'm just fucking at home, sitting on my stupid bed, drinking by myself. So let me crack open another beer like a fucking loser here. Yeah. Okay. You know what I fucking hate about the gym? When you ask some asshole for a fucking spot, and you're like on the bench press or some shit, and then this motherfucker, you're like going for your one rep max, and he steals your fucking gains, man. He steals your rep. And he grabs the bar before you can complete the rep. Like, what a cunt. What a fucking cunt. You stole my gains, you cunt. Please. Just don't do that. Okay? Thank you. Is that relatable at all? Probably not. I don't know. But I would just like to take a moment here to fucking bitch about the weather that we had over the weekend here in Toronto. Because it was just an absolute shit show. And if you were here, you know what I'm talking about. It was just fucking disgusting, man. It was like a fucking ice rink out there. And, Jesus, man. I was waiting like 30 minutes for a fucking bus to get to the subway station. And it was just awful. And it's probably Trudeau's fault, that fucking cuck. Fuck him. Alright? You know what really sucked about it? It was like, the weather was kind of being nice for a while. It looked like spring was coming around, Like Mother Nature was teasing us. She's like, yeah, the weather's going to be nice soon, yeah. And then fucking old man winter just comes around and kicks her right in the cunt. Yeah. Let me just take a nice swig of beer here. Anyway, let's fucking set the tone of this stupid podcast bullshit with some awful dad jokes. Alright? You want to hear some fucking awful dad jokes that I found on the internet? Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere. Oh, fuck. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Oh, fuck. Hey. How many apples grow on a tree? All of them. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's good shit. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Yo, hey. You want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind. It's terrible. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh, that's comedy gold, man. Oh, that's fucking comedy gold. Listen. I just watched a program about beavers. Okay? It was the best damn program I've ever seen. Oh, shit. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, my God. That's fucking hilarious. How are you not laughing? How are you not laughing right now? Jesus Christ, that's just fucking amazing. No, but seriously, though, why did the coffee file a police report? Why? Guess. Just take a guess. Take a guess. Because it got mugged. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, how does a penguin build its house? It glues it together. Get it? Igloos. Oh, fuck. Okay, how many more of these can I take? I really don't know. Dad, did you get a haircut? No, I got them all cut. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What do you call a Mexican who has lost his car? Carlos. Wow. Yeah, that's quite enough of that. Let's move on. Let's move on here. You know, let's just get a little bit serious here. Okay? Because I wrote a nice little song for you guys. And I really think you're going to appreciate this. Okay? It took me like 4 weeks to compose this on my keyboard. So I hope you like it, okay? I really hope you like it. Put a lot of effort and work into this. And it's a song about WireClub. So I'm sure you guys can relate, alright? Here we go. God damn it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. WireClub, WireClub, WireClub. It's the best website in the world, yeah. WireClub, WireClub. I used to be banned, but now I'm not banned anymore, yeah. WireClub, WireClub, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Man, that was just fucking awesome, you know? I mean, I hate to sound egotistical, but that's pretty much the best song that's ever been written in the history of time, you know? So I really hope you guys appreciate all the effort I put into that. Anyway, moving on. What else we got here? Let me see. Let me look at my notes. Okay, yeah, I think we can get into some funny Florida headlines, because that fucking place just seems like... it seems like a pretty fucking wild place to live, unless you're like an old retired person. Let me take some more beer here. Yeah, that's a shit. Yeah. Alright, so, Florida man attempts to smoke crack in ICU, almost burns down hospital. A 54-year-old man was arrested on Christmas Eve after allegedly taking crack cocaine into the intensive care unit at North Okaloosa Medical Center to share with a patient there. A fire broke out when the patient, who was on oxygen, tried to smoke the cocaine from a homemade smoking device. The potential was there for a lot of damage, said Crestview Police Lieutenant Donald Fountain. It could have been a lot worse. Wow. All right. Well, another headline here. Florida man flashes buttocks at IHOP after impersonating a police officer to get free food. Wow. Matt Skyta, 55, entered the IHOP around 1 a.m. Friday and told a server who asked if he had money, "No, but I am a cop and I get food for free," according to a police report obtained by the Orlando Sentinel. He then threatened to beat up the IHOP server and shouted, "Hey buddy," before dropping his pants and exposing his buttocks to the IHOP employee, according to the Sentinel. Yeah, man. Just quality people down there, you know? Quality people that we should all hang around with. Here's another one. Florida man bites off neighbor's ear because he wouldn't give him a cigarette. Wow. So there's a quote here. It says, "I was helping a friend out and someone decided they wanted to take a chunk out of my ear," said John Ott. The man... Sorry, my bad. The man who said he was bitten. "This all started because I wouldn't give him a cigarette. He comes up, puts me in a bear hug. Oh, fuck. And next thing I know, he's biting my ear." Ott tells CBS 12 News. His biting neighbor yells threats across the street continuously. Ott plans to file for a restraining order? Buddy, you should fucking sue that guy. Like, fucking restraining order my ass. You should fucking sue the shit out of that fuck. We need ears, man. We need fucking ears to hear shit. Everyone knows that. Anyway, here's another fucking headline as I take another swig of my tall can here. Ah, fuck yeah. Alright, so, Florida man claims wife was kidnapped by holograms? What? So this is from the Huffington Post. The man whose name has not been released was, quote-unquote, extremely agitated and holding a baseball bat when officers arrived. He told them that the men abducted his wife and that they used holograms to project signals on the walls to get him to do what they wanted and to communicate with each other, according to a sheriff's report. The responding deputy located the woman in question, who was at a nearby mobile home with the man's aunt. The aunt told investigators that the woman was drunk and that no one had chased her. Wow. Let's see how many more are interesting here. I got a few more. Wow. Okay, there's like this picture of there's a mugshot of some stupid cuck with like green hair. And he's making a stupid face while he's wearing his prison uniform. Drunk Florida man attempts to ride bike through Taco Bell drive-thru, fights with police. Daytona Beach News Journal. According to the report, Taco Bell workers called police at 3:10 a.m. Sunday after Harris and a woman, both intoxicated, would not leave the restaurant. Police found Harris on a bicycle by the menu speaker, a report states. As police were asking Harris to leave, they spotted a red Swiss Army knife on Harris's belt loop and tried to reach for it. Harris grabbed the officer's wrist, and Harris was arrested. Harris was wrestled to the ground and handcuffed. Harris suffered a scaped forehead, police said. Well, this dude in the mugshot is white, and I think if he was black, he might have suffered a little bit more than a scraped forehead. I'm just guessing. I don't know. So, Florida man inches closer to one-way trip to Mars. ABC Action News reports a 43-year-old self-employed Tampa man has made it past the first hurdle in a selection process to potentially choose the first team to attempt not only a manned mission to the planet Mars, but its colonization. Oh, Jesus. And this guy says, my heart is there, you know. I want to be part of the mission. His girlfriend said she supports his goal of relocating permanently to Mars. If he should go, of course, I would be sad, but it's not my style to stand in front of somebody's dream, she said. Wow, that's a good woman right there. That's a good woman, you know. You got to support your man, no matter how fucking stupid his goals are. You know, that's some good beer. All right, I'm going to read a few more of these because I'm getting bored. And you are probably as well. Florida man holds up Domino's delivery man over pizza and wings. So Clayton News Daily reports a Florida man held in Clayton County Jail has been indicted in the July alleged theft of pizza, wings, and cash. Prosecutors allege Mack robbed a Domino's pizza delivery man of pizza, chicken wings, and cash at gunpoint July 31st. Well, that kind of ended abruptly. I wanted to hear more about that. Like, what the fuck? There's not enough info here. I want to hear, like, how that happened. But, I don't know. Oh, there's a picture of Jenna Jameson here in this article. Florida man escapes adult novelty store with $300 worth of Jenna Jameson doll in tow. Wait, hold on. Why the fuck would a Jenna Jameson doll be worth $300? Well, like, is that shit made out of gold or something? What the fuck? So the Smoking Gun reports the suspect walked up to the counter of the Inner Secrets shop in Vero Beach and asked worker Catherine Morales some questions about the doll. Following the perp's question time, he grabbed the doll off the counter and ran out of the store without paying for the product. Oh, there's more. While the Jenna Jameson doll is not further described by investigators, it appears likely that the stolen item was the Jenna Jameson Extreme doll, a battery-powered model in the likeness of the 39-year-old porn star. Sorry. Not really, though. Along with a vibrating ultra-soft mouth, the full-size Jameson doll, its manufacturer notes, features an exquisite, lifelike, removable pussy and ass. Wow. Yeah, that sounds expensive. That sounds expensive. I think I understand now why it was $300. I just thought, like, I was picturing like some kind of like a statue, like some kind of fucking action figure bullshit. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. This might be the last one I read here. Let's see. Florida man steals 850 pairs of underwear from Victoria's Secret. NBC Miami reports, in November of 2013, a man named Espinoza stole 300 pieces of Dream Angels women's underwear, and a judge said, reading from a report on the case. Yeah. Espinoza said he has no money in the bank and has lived in South Florida his whole life. Thank you, the judge told Espinoza as he concluded the hearing. Don't come back to Victoria's Secret. Wow. Okay. Okay, one more. Let's finish strong here. Let's finish strong. Florida man really wants to force a jury to watch. I need more beer. Okay, Florida man really wants to force a jury to watch his sex tape. The Sun Sentinel, well, that's kind of a tongue twister there. Sun Sentinel reports the South Florida man wants to introduce sex tapes and intimate photographs of himself and his wife as evidence in his criminal trial to try to prove that his marriage was real and not just undertaken for immigration purposes. He hopes to undermine the prosecution's allegations that he lied about details of his marriage to a Cuban woman to get permanent resident status here. The 25-year U.S. resident said he has visible proof that the couple had a genuine marriage. You know what? That kind of seems pretty reasonable, I guess. Yeah, man. That's kind of like clickbait shit right there. And, I think the drunker I get, the more difficult it is to read this shit. So please bear with me. Or not. I don't really give a shit. Wow, I've recorded 21 minutes of this bullshit so far. But I think it's time to move on to the next segment. So, what do we got here? What do we got? No, hold on. This next one's really good. One more fucking Florida headline. One fucking more. Wait. You know what? I think there's two more fucking good ones. All right. Elderly Florida man caught masturbating in McDonald's parking lot claims his privacy was invaded. NBC2 reports, when deputies arrived, they found a man, later identified as Spencer Toner, sitting in a Mercedes-Benz, looking at pornographic pictures on a small laptop while masturbating. The deputy knocked on the window of the Mercedes. Toner immediately shuts off his laptop and rolled down his window. Toner told deputies he was there to get a bite to eat. Toner told them he was homeless and living out of his car, and that they were invading his privacy. I don't know about that, Mr. Toner. I don't know. I mean, if you're in a fucking parking lot jerking your fucking meat, I mean, you gotta find, like, a more reclusive area, man. Fuck. Jesus. Okay, this is the last one, I promise. This is the last one, and then we'll move on. Florida man attacks nephew over undercooked noodles. So, the Independent Florida Alligator reports, at about midnight, at Gardenia Gardens Apartments, Newton's nephew told him the noodles Newton made were undercooked, according to the report. Newton started screaming and shoved him in the face. He went to another apartment in the complex where Newton followed him. They started arguing again, and Newton rushed towards him with the knife while making slashing motions. Jesus Christ. Wow. During questioning, Newton said he had been drinking, of course, and said it can affect his demeanor. Wow. He said the argument never got physical and denied picking up the knife. Yeah. Cool story, buddy. Over some fucking noodles. Jesus Christ. Alright, you know what? I think right now it's time for a message from our sponsors. Alright?
Newsflash! It's a hog milk cap invasion. Milk cap sightings are pouring in by the thousands. The cause is anyone's guess.
It's the official World Hog Federation milk cap maker. For the first time ever, you can make your own milk caps. It's cool because it's totally easy. Just load in the picture, line it up, twist, and bam! Make the world's biggest, coolest collection. It's a pot milk cap invasion.
And in the weather.
The official World Hog Federation milk cap maker from Cap Toys. Who else?
Yeah, man. You know, I don't know how well you could hear that, but yeah, man. This show is sponsored by Pogs. So I definitely recommend that you guys go out and buy some fucking Pogs, because it supports this program. All right? Thank you. Now, on to the next segment here. I would just like to share with you guys a story that I found on 4chan a few years ago. And 4chan isn't exactly a website that I've spent too much time on. It's definitely a legendary site, but I mostly just see like screenshots and stuff that make me laugh and 4chan is awesome. And this is a really good story that I would like to share. So just buckle up. All right. So here we go. Yeah, I'm sure you guys really are enjoying the burping. It's probably the best part of this, right? Okay, so here's the story. All in all, it hadn't been a good day. Bad traffic, a malfunctioning computer, incompetent coworkers, and a sore back all made me a seething cauldron of rage. But more importantly for this story, it had been over 48 hours since I'd last taken a dump. I tried to jumpstart the process, beginning my day with a bowl of bowel-cleansing fiber cereal, following it with 6 cups of coffee at work, and adding a bean-laden lunch at Taco Bell. As I was returning home from work, my insides let me know, with subtle rumbles and the emission of the occasional tiny fart, that big things would be happening soon. Alas, I had to stop at the mall to pick up an order for my fiancée. I completed this task, and as I was walking past the stores on my way back to the car, I noticed a large sales sign proclaiming, "Everything must go." This was prophetic, for my colon informed me, with a sudden violent cramp and a wet, squeaky fart, that everything was indeed about to go. I hurried to the mall bathrooms. I surveyed the 5 stalls, which I have numbered 0 through 4 for your convenience. Number 0, occupied. Number 1, clean, but bathroom protocol forbids its use, as it's next to the occupied one. Number 2, poo on seat. Number 3, poo and toilet paper in bowl. Unidentifiable liquid splattered on seat. Number 4, no toilet paper, no stall door, unidentifiable sticky object near base of toilet. Clearly, it had to be stall number 1. I trudged back, entered, dropped trow, and sat down. I'm normally a fairly shameful shitter. I wasn't happy about being next to the occupied stall, but big things were afoot. I was just getting ready to bear down when all of a sudden the sweet sounds of Beethoven came from next door, followed by a fumbling, and then the sound of a voice answering the ringing phone. As usual for a cell phone conversation. Oh, my bad. As usual for a cell phone conversation, the voice was exactly 8 decibels louder than it needed to be. Out of shameful habit, my sphincter slammed shut. The inane conversation went on and on. Mr. Shitter was blathering to Mrs. Shitter about the shitty day he had. I sat there, cramping and miserable, waiting for him to finish. As the loud conversation dragged on, I became angrier and angrier, thinking that I too had a crappy day, but I was too polite to yak about it in public. My bowels let me know in no uncertain terms that if I didn't get crapping soon, my day would be getting even crappier. Finally, my anger reached a point that overcame shamefulness. I no longer cared. I gripped the toilet paper holder with one hand, braced my other hand against the side of the stall, and pushed with all my might. I was rewarded with a fart of colossal magnitude, a cross between the sound of someone ripping a very wet bedsheet in half and of plywood being torn off a wall. The sound gradually transitioned into a heavily modulated low RPM tone, not unlike someone firing up a Harley. I managed to hit the resonance frequency of the stall, and it shook gently. Once my ass cheeks stopped flapping in the breeze, 3 things became apparent. Number 1, the next door conversation had ceased. Number 2, my colon's continued seizing indicated that there was more to come. And number 3, the bathroom was now beset by a horrible eldritch stench. It was as if a gateway to hell had been opened. The foul miasma quickly made its way under the fucking stall and made choking... Sorry. Let me fucking read this shit again. The foul miasma quickly made its way under the stall and began choking my poop mate. This initial herald fart had ended his conversation in mid-sentence. "Oh my God," I heard him utter, following it with suppressed sounds of choking, and then, "No, baby, that wasn't me." "You could hear that?" Now, there was no stopping me. I pushed for all I was worth. I could swear that in the resulting cacophony of rips, squirts, splashes, poots, and blasts, I was actually lifted slightly off the pot. The amount of stuff in me was incredible. It sprayed against the bowl with tremendous force. Later, in surveying the damage, I'd see that liquid poop had actually managed to ricochet out of the bowl and run down the side onto the floor. But for now, all I could do was hang on for the ride. Next door, I could hear him fumbling with paper dispenser as he desperately tried to finish his task. Little snatches of conversation made themselves heard over my anal symphony. "Gotta go. Horrible. Throw up. In my mouth. Not. Make it. Tell the kids. Love them. Oh God." Followed by more sounds of suppressed gagging and retching. Alas, it is evidently difficult to hold one's phone and wipe one's bum at the same time. Just as my high-pressure abuse of the toilet was winding down, I heard a plop and a splash from next door, followed by a string of swear words and gags. My poopmate had dropped his phone into the toilet. There was a lull in my production, and the restroom became deathly quiet. I could envision him standing there wondering what to do. A final anal announcement came trumpeting from my behind. Small chunks plopping noisily into the water. That must have been the last straw. I heard a flush, a fumbling with the lock, and then the stall door was thrown open. I heard him running out of the bathroom, slamming the door behind him. Yeah, after a considerable amount of paperwork, I got up and surveyed the damage. I felt bad for the janitor who would be forced to deal with this. But I knew that flushing was not an option. No toilet in the world could handle that unholy mess. Flushing would only lead to a floor flooded with filth. As I left, I glanced to the next door stall. Nothing remained in the bowl. Had he flushed his phone, or had he plucked it out and left the bathroom with nasty unwashed hands? The world will never know. I exited the bathroom momentarily proud and shameless, looking around for a face glaring at me, but I saw no one. I suspect that somehow my supernatural elimination has managed to transfer my shamefulness to my anonymous poopmate. I think it'll be a long time before he can bring himself to poop in public, and I doubt he'll ever again answer his cell phone in the loo. And this, my friends, is why you should never talk on your phone in the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah. We need some studio audience applause. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, I don't know how fucking true that story is, but goddamn it's good. Goddamn it's good. And if you don't think so, it's totally okay, but it's okay to be wrong, you know? It's just really well written. And yeah, I kind of butchered it at times, but, you know, you get the idea. Let me take some more beer here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're 34 minutes into this bullshit. What do I got next? What do I got next for you motherfuckers? Oh, okay. I got another story here for you guys. Another story. You may have heard the story, actually. It's a few years old. And it's kind of popular, but I'm going to read it for you. It's pretty good. So this story was in a magazine called fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I forget the name of the magazine, but it's basically about a woman who's in love with a tree. She has a sexual relationship with a tree. So here we go. Loved up Emma McCabe reckons she's found the one with her tall, dark, and handsome lover. But while she's already planning marriage, her family and friends think she's barking mad. Oh, oh, that's a good pun. Oh, that's a fucking good pun. My God. Yeah, because Tim's a popular tree. Incredibly, 31-year-old Emma says sex with Tim is the best she's ever had. Wow. Yeah, she explains, "My feelings are genuine. I've had boyfriends but never connected with anyone like Tim. I am in love and would like to get married. He fulfills my emotional and sexual needs. I orgasm by rubbing against the bark naked. I love the feeling of skin on bark contact, which gives me a pleasurable pain sensation. And the feel of his leaves against my skin makes me tingle. I have sex with him every week. It's the best I've ever had. My family are shocked and think it's a phase, but they know how much Tim means to me, so they support me. When I tell people, they either don't believe me or think I'm mad. But my feelings are real, and I'm not ashamed." You know what I'm wondering right now is, like, I assume this tree is like in a fucking park, some kind of fucking public area, as my phone rings here, and I ignore it. Yeah, I'm not answering that shit. Fuck this bullshit. Yeah, but fuck, man. Like, it's probably in a public area, and this bitch is like what? She's getting naked just in a random park with people around, or like, how does that work, man? How has she not been arrested? You know how? This fucking story is probably fake. That's probably how. But reading onwards, God, shut up. I'm gonna drink some more beer and wait for this phone to stop ringing. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me take another swig. Oh, yeah. Molson Canadian, baby. All right. Reading onwards here. Growing up, Emma loved the outdoors, but it wasn't until adulthood that she realized how deep-rooted her feelings towards trees were. Emma, who left school aged 16 to train as a nursery nurse and is currently unemployed, says, "When I was younger, I loved playing in the garden with friends and climbing trees. I lost my virginity at 17 and was always sexually adventurous. At 18, I had sex in the woods. I loved being close to nature." Clinical psychologist Dr. Abigail Sand tells Closer that... Oh, okay, so that's the name of the magazine. Closer. My bad. Tells Closer that being aroused by an inanimate object usually stems from an experience in adolescence. She says, in this instance, the fact Emma was aroused in the woods with her partner has triggered an association between sex and trees, a condition known as dendrophilia. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Human psychology is just... It's fucking wild. Your developing brain can just bring you into a lifelong career of debauchery, as we see in Miss Emma here. But reading onwards, because she's been unlucky in love, she's transferred her romantic feelings onto something that... Oh, Jesus Christ. Something that won't hurt or object her. Or, wow. Yeah, something that won't hurt or reject her. In her case, it's trees. Wow, that's just fucking sad. That is just fucking depressing, man. Wow. Probably because the association existed anyway. Despite having one long-term relationship and a few short-term boyfriends, Emma failed to find Mr. Right. It was in 2013, aged 29, that she discovered her lust for trees.
She says, "I'd broken up with a boyfriend and felt lonely. I'd often go to the park to reflect. Sitting under a large oak tree one evening, I craved comfort and found myself stroking the bark before going in for a hug. It sounds mad, but the sensation of the rough bark made me feel aroused. Afterwards, I felt confused and ashamed."
That night, Emma researched online and discovered a condition called object sexuality, a sexual fetish focused on inanimate objects. Wow. That is something. That is definitely something, isn't it? And yeah, there's more of the story, but I couldn't find the full article. Like, the rest is cut off in the versions I have here. But I think that's definitely plenty. That's definitely plenty to read, and we get the gist of it. Now, moving on to the next segment here. Wow, 40 minutes into this shit. If we can get a little bit more serious here, and maybe we can educate ourselves a little bit with some serious science, all right? I'd like to get into the science of memes. Something very important and serious, okay? I found a really good article here. It might be boring as fuck, I don't know, but I'll read a little bit. I'll see how much I can get through. And yeah, here we go. The science of memes. More and more of the things that set the internet on fire are of that species of charmingly moronic pairing of text and image that allows even the post-literate to feel like they have partaken of a shared cultural moment. And now scientists are beginning to understand how the curiously addictive visual tropes known as memes are born, why they die, and whether or not it's possible to predict which will go viral and be harvested by the night soil merchants up at meme warehouses like Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, treating memes like genes tells us which are likely to spread. The internet, of course, was barely in its infancy when Richard Dawkins, a British evolutionary biologist, coined the term meme back in 1976. And he meant it as much more nuanced concept, encompassing pretty much any idea that is good at propagating from one human brain to another, whether it is dialectical materialism or the tune to Happy Birthday. But Dawkins was deliberate in his comparison of memes to genes. Like the molecule units of inheritance, memes reproduce by leaping from one mind to another, mutate as they are reinterpreted by new humans, and can spread through a population. The internet has radically accelerated the spread of memes of all kinds, but it has also led to the rise of a specific kind of meme, the kind encapsulated by a phrase or a picture. And importantly for scientists, the life of such a meme is highly measurable. All right, well, new research from Michelle Koskia, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, Koskia, C-O-S-C-I-A, Koskia. Michelle Koskia of Harvard University goes so far as to suggest a decision tree, which sort of like a flow chart that can show at any given point in an internet meme's life how likely it is to go viral. In order to generate this chart, Koskia tracked, 178,801 variants of 499 memes, all gathered from what is arguably the internet's biggest clearinghouse of memes, QuickMeme. Wow, this bitch is fucking basically a meme scientist. That sounds like a nice job. I want to be a meme scientist. I'm looking up some. Oh wow, it's actually Michelle Koskia is actually a dude. I was picturing a chick. His name's fucking Michelle. I don't know. I guess he's like French or some shit. Yeah, and there's like a graph here that I just totally don't understand. and it's too fucking advanced for my caveman brain to understand. But yeah, it's basically a graph of, like it said, a decision tree describing the success odds given the meme characteristics. Jesus Christ. This is too intricate for memes, man. Let me take another swig here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, reading on, reading on. This decision tree is a bit challenging to parse, but here goes. The number at the top, oh wow, this is boring as fuck. Let me skip ahead. Let me skip ahead. Let me fucking skip ahead. In the attention economy, memes do battle to the death. Okay, here we go. If you think nature is red in tooth and claw, you have yet to stare longingly at a website's analytics dashboard, quietly willing an article you wrote to go viral. Not that anyone at Quartz has ever done this. Right, right. In the attention economy, memes compete for a finite pool of attention, representing all the time everyone spends on the internet. Which means that for one meme to become popular, some other meme must pass into obscurity. Kosia's data crunching revealed that memes that were more competitive than others, that is, whose rise in popularity tended to correlate with the fall in popularity of other memes, were more likely to succeed overall. But memes that travel in packs do best of all. Kosia identified a number of meme organisms, clusters of memes, that tend to do well together.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. He doesn't speculate about why exactly these memes' fates seem to be linked together, but a look at meme cluster number 45, consisting of 2 memes, the average number in a cluster was 4.8, suggests a strange sort of logic to their linkage. Right, right. And then it shows some pictures here of some old fucking memes. There's like the, you know, that science cat, and he's right next to Dwight from The Office. So yeah, I guess those are kind of similar. But this is getting kind of boring. Let me skip ahead. Let me skip ahead. Memes have a life of their own, independent of who shares them. Kosia notes that most previous research on how things go viral has sought to map the social interconnections of those who are sharing content. Thus, studies of how news is shared on, say, Twitter, seek to map who are the most influential sharers of information in any given news cycle. Yeah, man. You know what? I'm done reading this shit. If you want to fucking read on, which I doubt you will, you know, just Google the science of memes. It'll probably be the first article that pops up. So, go, have fun, have fun. Anyway, what do we got next? I think it's the time and the moment that we've all been fucking waiting for here, as I keep getting drunker and it becomes more and more difficult to speak coherently. I'm about to open my WireClub inbox. Like I said, 35 unread messages. And, you know, to be honest with you, I'm excited, and I kind of feel like a kid on Christmas who's about to open up a bunch of presents that he's been waiting for, you know. But to be honest with you, it's probably just going to be like a bunch of old sweaters and socks. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope there are some good questions in there for me to answer. Let me click this shit open. Wow. Yeah, let me click this open. See all received. Boom. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Let me grab some more beer. I'm probably gonna fucking need it. Let me see. Let me grab some fucking... Oh, wow. The first one is a doozy. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me just... I'm gonna chug the rest of this. It'll probably help. I'll leave a little bit. All right. So a C Punk had the first question. She asks, "Are you a virgin?" Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Meg. What the fuck? You think I'm a virgin, you fucking asshole? Ugh. No, I am not a virgin, Meg. Let me put my keyboard away here. No, Meg, I am not a virgin. I haven't had intercourse with too many women, but I'm definitely not a virgin. And C-Punk sends a few more questions here. The next one is, how much rent do you pay? Well, I'll tell you how much rent I pay. I'm pretty lucky, because I don't pay any fucking rent. You know why? You know why, Meg? Because I'm a fucking loser, and I live with my fucking mom. That's why. That's why I don't pay any rent. Is that what you want to hear, Meg? Fuck. Oh, kill me. No, but I do plan on moving out this year. So, yeah, that should be good. Get my own place, chill out, you know. Can walk around naked. Yeah, it'll be good, man. And now C-Punk has one last question, and she asks, what is the life of an outcast like? That's a good question, Meg. That is a very good question. And I'll answer that question right now by telling you that right now I'm sitting in a small bedroom, laying down on a fucking bed that's on a box spring. And I'm drinking a tall can of beer by myself. And I'm talking into a fucking phone, recording my own voice. That's what it's like, Meg. That's what it's fucking like, Meg. Is that what you want to fucking hear? God fucking damn it. Ah. Kill me. Let me finish my tall can here. Molson Canadian, man. Molson Canadian, man. Okay. All right. That was the first message. 3 questions from Meg. C-Punk. All right, I got a question here from Bad Man Dan. That's a good man right there. Bad Man Dan. That's a good man. Let me read his question here. Yeah, so this guy fucking wrote the question in the subject of the message. So like I you know, the surprise was spoiled when he sent it, because I saw the subject when it was sent, and it says, "Why do old cunts smell terrible?" Well, Dan, you know, first of all, I assume you're asking out of personal experience, and that's perfectly fine. You know, I'm not going to judge your fetishes or your sexual quirks. But you know, honestly, the real reason they smell so terrible is because they're slowly decaying, man. You know? They're old, and their bodies are just dying, yet they're still alive. They're basically just walking corpses. And that's the reason their cunts smell, man. Because their cunts are no exception to that rule. Their cunts start rotting as well. And when you stick your dick into one of those things, as I assume you have, it's not good for your cock, man. You know? It's not. You can get like necrosis on your dick, and the fucking head of your cock might start rotting off and shit. So I really wouldn't recommend it, man. You know? I'm telling you this because I care. Alright? Just please stop fucking old ladies, man. It's not a good idea, man, okay? Fuck. Oh, Dan. Come on, man. You have a wife and kids. Fucking guy. Okay, I got another message here from Miss Kelstar. Let's see. We got 3 messages here. Alright. How many goddamn fucking chickens would it take to kill a motherfucking elephant? That's a good question, Kelly. Let me think about this for a second. I still got some beer left here. Let me just kill this shit. I got another burping coming, so just brace yourself. Fuck yeah. Alright, let me finish this shit. This podcast bullshit might be going a little bit too long. Okay, so how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant? So, okay, you didn't specify what kind of elephant, so I can come up with that myself. Let's say it's a baby elephant. A baby elephant will be much easier to kill. You understand me? A baby elephant won't know how to defend itself. It'll be too dumb to defend itself. It'll be smaller, more easily murdered. So, you know, through my really scientific calculations, I've conducted the research and I've come to the conclusion that it will take approximately 20 chickens minimum to murder a baby elephant. And you can't deny that fact. You can't deny it because I've done the science. You know, I want you to picture that. 20 fucking angry chickens attacking a baby elephant. I know, a baby elephant is pretty big compared to a single chicken, but 20 of them pecking it to death until it bleeds, you know, or pecking it until it bleeds to death. Sorry, I'm kind of drunk. But yeah, man, at that fucking age, a baby elephant, their fucking skin hasn't fully developed and it hasn't thickened yet. So 20 chickens is plenty to just peck that thing until it dies. Wow, this is very morbid subject matter. And I hope you guys don't call PETA on me just for discussing this. But Kelly's next question is, would you give a homeless person CPR? Wow. Well, Kelly, you know, I like to think I'm kind of a moral human being. And if I was put into a situation where I definitely, you know, there was no one else to help the fucking homeless guy, I think I would do it. But I would find some kind of object to put between my mouth and the homeless person's mouth, so that I don't fucking get AIDS or some shit. Because that'd be a real bummer to get homeless person AIDS. It's definitely the worst kind of AIDS that is out there. So I would try to avoid that, you know. And I am trained in CPR. I do have a standard fucking first aid certificate. So I guess I would be able to help to some extent. Kelly's next question is, would you rather be boneless or skinless and why? Jesus, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's a tough question. Let me think about this. Boneless or skinless? Boneless or skinless? Jesus Christ. Well, you know, I can tell you this. I saw a fucking really depressing video on YouTube of this little kid who had this condition where he just didn't have any fucking skin, basically. He just didn't have any skin, and every day his poor mother had to like pour some kind of cream all over his body and like wrap his body with bandages and shit over the cream. And that kid was in hell, man. That kid was just, he had a really shitty life, and it was really unfortunate, and like I said, it was really depressing to watch. Felt really bad for that kid. And I wouldn't want to live like that. So you know what? Fuck that shit. Give me a boneless life. I want to be boneless. I want to be a living meme. I want to be fucking boneless. I want to be fucking boneless. Boneless. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit out of hand here. You know, I'm done my beer, and I'm wondering if I should crack open some Jaeger. And depending on the next questions I get, I don't know. We'll see. Let me just finish this shit. That's my third tall can, so it's not too much, but I'm definitely getting a good buzz here. As you may or not be able to tell. I don't fucking know. But thank you for the questions, Kelly. And I think she has another message here with more questions. Let me see. Oh, it says chat needs you. That's all it says. Chat needs you. Well, that's not really a question, but I appreciate your sentiment, Kelly. Thank you. It's nice to feel needed, I guess, in some regard. All right, moving on here. We got a question from Bad Sal. Bad Sal, the man. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got for me? This should be good. Let's see. Bad Sal says, I'm looking for textbooks dedicated to... Oh, fuck. I'm looking for textbooks dedicated to theories for the term structure of interest rates. Do you know any good textbooks on this subject matter? Well, Sal, I'm sorry to tell you that this is really out of my field. And I think you know that. That's why you sent it. Because it'd be funny to try to hear my caveman brain try to answer this shit. But man, I got nothing. I got nothing. You know, I'm really out of my field, and I really should stay in my lane because, yeah, man. I mean, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, man. But yeah, I'm gonna have to ungracefully move on from this one. But I appreciate the question, Sal, and I think he has another one here. Let me see. Maybe this one will be a little bit more up my alley. Here's another one from Bad Sal. What is the best way to cook a... Oh, fuck. Okay. What is the best way to cook a placenta? And should you tell your guests it's placenta before or after eating it, and why? Okay, that's definitely more up my alley, Sal, and I can help you with that one. What is the best way to cook a placenta? That I'm not too sure about. That I'm not too sure about because I've never really done it. I would have to have experience in that field first, or do a little Google research, which I'm not going to do right now. But the second part I can definitely help you with. Should you tell your guests it's placenta before or after eating it, and why? Well, the real answer, Sal, is you should tell them before. You know why? Because you will find out which of the people you associate with are cowards. And you don't want to associate with cowards, all right? If you tell them they're placenta and they're disgusted and they absolutely refuse to eat what you've given them, then you should just tell them to fuck off. Because that's coward shit. And, if they're going to eat it and no harm comes to them, and it's going to be nutritious, then there's no problem with eating it. So why wouldn't they eat it? It's like, it's fucking it's disrespectful to not eat cooked placenta that's been given to you, man. That's another thing. You will not only find out that they're cowards, you will also find out which of them respect you. So it's a very eye-opening experience to tell your guests that you've just given them cooked placenta to consume. So that is my recommendation for you, Sal. And thank you for that question very much. Sal has one more question here in my inbox. Let me take a look at it. Let me see here. Let me see. All right. Okay. This is a little bit of a longer one. Let me look at this. If the head communist guy in communism considers the people under his governance to be capital or inputs, just like machines or raw materials, and then uses the outputs produced to trade with other sovereign states who specialize in produce and in I'm too drunk for this. Who specialize in and produce different goods, then isn't that just free market capitalism on a grander scale? Man, that's a very intellectual question, Sal. And I'm definitely not an expert in economics, but it definitely sounds like the answer is yes. Yeah, man, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So it's just really out of my alley, and I got to move on to the next question. Thank you again for the question, Sal. I really appreciate it. Now, moving on to Mr. Philip Oliver Holes. Your question, sir. This should be good. Let's see. What are the best things to put in a microwaved omelet? Well, Philip, I can definitely tell you, I'm definitely an expert in this field, as you know, which is why you sent the question. Well, I don't know about the best things, but you know, the things that I put in are spinach, just like greens in general, you know, spinach and kale and whatnot, mushrooms, and you know, herbs, any kind of herbs, like Italian herbs, or if you want to party a little bit, just put some fucking marijuana in there and get high while you fucking eat your omelet, and you'll have a good time, man, you know. So that's pretty much what I recommend. But if you want to get a little wilder, you know, and nastier, maybe you can put some fucking eyeballs in there and some like toenail clippings. I don't fucking know. It depends how fucking crazy you are. As you can hear by my specific limitations, I'm kind of tame. I like mushrooms and you know, regular stuff, but it really depends on the individual. So that's my answer for you, Phil. Thank you for the question. Next question. Wow, Kelstar has more questions here. Let me see. Let me see. All right, all right. Wow. Can fat people go skinny dipping? Well, I see what you did there. It's a play on words. I get it. But is it funny? Is it funny, Kelly? Is it funny? I don't know the answer to that. I'm leaning towards no. But the answer to the question is yes, they can go skinny dipping. And the answer to is that question funny? Probably not. And you know what? I'm going to take a shot of Jaeger after fucking reading that shit. Thank you for the questions, Kelly. I appreciate it. Let me just crack this shit open and fucking become an intoxicated asshole. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the shit, motherfucker. That's the fucking shit. Alright. Moving on to the next question. You guys better have some better questions for me or I'm gonna fucking get fucking mad. Angry and drunk. Alright, alright, alright. Tensions. Tensions is a good man. He's got a question here for me. Let me read this. Okay. When is the race war? Who will win and why? And okay, that's his first question. So let me answer that. When is the race war? Who will win and why? Okay, as far as when it is, I'm really not too sure about that. I mean, I assume it's pretty much fucking happening right now, just not in a physical sense. Unfortunately, you know, we should all be getting along, but unfortunately, that's not the case. As far as who will win, Mr. Tensions, I think you know the answer to that. And, you know, I will confirm the answer of who will win. Because it will definitely be the Jews. You know the Jews will win, Tensions. Come on, man. You know the Jews will win. They fucking control the media. They own Hollywood. They have the ancient scrolls, man. They have the money. They survived the fucking gas chambers. Like, what the fuck? The Jews will win, man. They don't have the physical attributes, generally speaking, I mean. But they play the game, dude. They play the game, and you know that they will win. I think you already know that in the back of your mind, and I'm just confirming it for you. So I'm sorry to tell you that. I mean, I don't even know what race you are, so if you're Jewish, then you're probably happy to hear it. So, all right, next question. Is a dog getting an erection the same as consent? Okay, well, I'm not completely sure I understand the question. So you're asking me if I'm having sex with a dog, if the fact that it has an erection makes it consensual. I think that's what you mean. But if I'm wrong, then I apologize. But I think that's what you mean. And You know, I'm gonna have to lean towards yes. If a dog gets aroused by you and whatever you're doing to it, then I think that's consensual, man. I mean, that might be a controversial opinion, but I think, yeah, man. I mean, it wants to fuck. It wants to fuck you. It wants its dick sucked. Have sex with the dog. Just don't tell anyone, all right? Just don't tell anyone. Anyway, we got some more questions here from Mr. Tensions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how badly does Kelly want to suck your cock? Well, he's referring to Kelstar, who sent me questions earlier. You know, that's a tough to answer. You know, I think that if I gave a high number, she'd probably deny it. But come on, we both know it's at least an 8. It's at least an 8. We know it's at least an 8. She can deny it all she wants, but it's just that's the fact of the matter, man. It's at least an 8. All right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's just the general feeling I get. It's at least an 8. Tensions. Thank you for your question, sir. I appreciate it. Moving on to groove girl. I really think she needs like more vowels in her username. You know. Anyway, it's the Portuguese lady. You guys know her. Wow, this is a really stupid question. I almost don't even want to answer it because it's just so worthless. Let me please take another shot of Jaeger here. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Let me take another shot of Jaeger. I apologize, folks. Just please bear with me here. I'll get to the question. Let me just take a shot. Jesus Christ. Okay, Groove. Your question is, who is C? Okay, C is, at the moment, current time, known as Stormy, as her fucking username. I call her C because her username used to be Celestial, and then later on it was Celery, so I just call her C. That is your answer, miss. That is your answer. Agora, vai-te fuder, caralho. Next question. Next question. Give me a good one, please. Please, 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 please. All right, we got a fucking question from Mr. Jono. Jono. All right, Jono, what do you got? How many times did you nut on wire when talking about pooping? Well, Jonathan, that's a very good question. And, you know, it's hard to give a specific number because it's been so long since I've been on WireClub. Well, not so long. Maybe like, I joined like 2014. Yeah, so like 3-4 years. And I've talked about poop so many times, man. And it's made me nut like an immeasurable amount of times. So it's really difficult to give you a proper answer to that. I really don't know. But if I was to roughly estimate, it would probably be over 420 times. So there's your answer, sir. I think Jono has another question here. Let's see. Yep, here we go. Jono, how many girls and who online have you asked to poop on? Well, Jono, that question is easier to answer because the answer is 0, you know? Because personally, I think when you are nutting and talking about poop, it's a very personal thing, all right? And no one needs to be involved in that, all right? It's just a personal thing. You talk about poop and you fucking jerk off, and it's awesome. If you bring anyone in that, well, for me personally, it's not going to work, you know? But again, thank you, Jono, for the questions, and I hope that helps. Now I will move on to, okay, Jono has one more, I think. Let me see. Jono says, wow, man, they're all fucking poop related. They're all poop related. Let me take another fucking swig of Jaeger here. Let me take another swig. Ah, yeah. Yep. All right. Okay. How many shits does it take to win over a to win over a wire girl? Man, Jono, I'm just gonna skip this question. All right, Groove Girl has 2 more messages here. Hopefully they're better than her first question. Let me take a look. Here, let me see. All right, number 1. Why are you such a dick? Oh, that's easy. That's easy to answer. My dad was an asshole, and growing up seeing how much of an asshole he was, that energy transferred into me. So that's basically it, I guess I can get into a little bit more details about that. He started shit with everyone around him, There was a time where he punched my uncle in the face for reasons I still don't even know to this day. He punched my uncle in the face. They didn't like each other for whatever reason. And then my dad went to jail. So that was interesting. Yeah, and like fucking he would start shit with the neighbors and our neighbors were black. And this fucking asshole would go out there and I'm not even going to say the word, but he would use the N-word. Like what kind of prick do you have to be to go out there and call your neighbors the N-word when they're black? Jesus Christ. What a prick. Anyway, that's why I'm such a dick. Number 2, are you gay? Well, Groove, I really wish that I was. And I don't mean this in an offensive way, but women are just kind of a pain in the ass. And it would be really nice to be gay and just not have to be around women anytime I wanted to get laid. You know what I mean? And the women listening to this are probably offended now, and I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. You guys have periods, you guys are hormonal, you guys like to fucking cause shit, and I wish I was fucking gay and I could just hang out with my buddy and play video games and fucking watch UFC and then fuck him in the ass. Wouldn't that be a wonderful life? Wouldn't it be a wonderful life? Jesus Christ. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Next question. Another message from Groove Girl. Let's see here. Man, this podcast is getting long. I apologize. 1:18 almost. Okay, do you think you'll masturbate to Barney porn when you get home? Well, Groove, I am currently home. I can't tell you that I've ever masturbated to Barney porn, but I've definitely looked at it, and it's definitely worth a look. Definitely worth a look. It's definitely interesting. I highly recommend it for shock value and for comedic purposes. But as far as anything that would be considered attractive or hot or arousing, no, that's not going to be most people's cup of tea. It won't be Barney porn, just to be honest with you. But it's definitely worth a look. Please Google it. I highly recommend anyone listening to this to Google Barney porn. Go to Google Images. You will have a laugh or 2 or 3 or 4. Maybe 5, I don't know. Anyway, here's another question from Groove. What do you think is Barney's sexiest feature? Well, Groove, like I said, Barney does not sexually arouse me, but if I had to pick something, it would definitely be his positive personality. He's very happy, and he has a positive outlook on life, and that can be attractive. And but it could also be really fucking annoying. I don't know. As far as physically, come on, Barney is pretty jacked. We got to admit that. Barney is pretty jacked. I know he's a T-Rex and he has small arms, but fuck, man. Everything else is gigantic. Including his dick, if you Google Barney porn. He has a gigantic cock, just to let you know. Yeah, man. That's about it. And then another question from Groove. Are you gay? Well, I think I answered that a little bit earlier. I wish I was. I really do. It would make life a whole lot easier. I can tell you that. A whole lot easier. Anyway, moving on. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, we got a question from She Says. Are you gay? Wow. I wonder how many times people are going to ask me I'm gay. Ask me if I'm gay in this inbox here. Oh, let me take another shot of Jaeger. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. Ah. Oh, fuck. 120 into this quote-unquote podcast. All right, B. What do you got? You got another cue here. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, no. That's probably later. Wow. Wow. I'm really starting to get disappointed here. Inkson sent me a question, and it says, are you gay? Wow. Am I gay? Yeah, I answered that already. Next. Next. Okay, we got another one from Jono. I swear to God. I swear to God, Jono, if this is another shit-related question, I'm going to chug that fucking Jägermeister. Do you understand me, sir? Do you understand me? Thank you. Okay, I'm going to open this now. I'm going to open this now, and if this is fucking shit-related, I swear to fucking God. How old were you when you first asked him? You son of a bitch. Fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. Oh, you motherfucker. You fucking motherfucker. You fuck. Ah. Sorry about that. Jono asks me, how old were you when you first asked someone to poop on your chest? Well, Jonathan, I'm going to answer that in 1 second after I take a nice big chug of this big bottle of Jaeger that I have. 750 milliliters of Jaeger. Let's see how much of this shit I can chug. Please bear with me. This is going to be a commercial break. Let's just consider it a commercial break for Jägermeister, all right? Thank you. I appreciate your patience. Oh, fuck. Holy fuck. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm ready to answer that question now. Yeah. Hopefully you could hear those sound effects of me drinking that shit. Man. Yeah. Okay, so how old was I when I first asked someone to poop on my chest? Well, Jono, I gotta tell you, man, the first time someone pooped on my chest, I didn't actually ask them. You know, it was kind of forced upon me against my will. When I was 12 years old, my father held me down and he took a big old dump on my chest. And I was really confused because I was still pretty young and I didn't understand what was going on or why it was happening. But, you know, after he was done shitting on my chest, my 12-year-old chest, he looked at me and he said, "Louis, you are now a man. Go out into the world and do great things." And I got up in a confused manner with tears in my eyes. And I went to the bathroom and I washed the fecal matter off my chest. You know, it's really hard to talk about, but thank you for bringing up those traumatic memories, Jonathan. Anyway, moving on to the next question here. Let me see what we got. I gotta end this soon because I gotta fucking take a piss out this alcohol. Okay. We got a message from Ophelia. Let's see. Wow, she has a few, actually. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I should actually take you guys into the bathroom with me while I fucking take a leak. You know, this thing is definitely not going to be edited at all, so, you know. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go into the bathroom while I fucking take a piss. Yeah, man. Why not? Why not? Why the fuck not? If this disgusts you or you don't want to hear it, just please skip over it. Thank you. Yep. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. We're in the bathroom. We're in the bathroom. We're in the fucking bathroom. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to let this shit rip. Holding my phone in my stupid face. I pull up the seat here. And I'm going to let some piss rip into the bowl. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Listen to that piss. Listen to that piss. Oh yeah, that's the shit. That's the shit. Pissing out all that fucking alcohol and making all my 12 listeners disgusted. You're all puking. You're all fucking puking at the fucking thought of me urinating. You stupid assholes. Sorry, no, I appreciate your listening. Let me wash my fucking hands right here. Let me wash my hands. Be patient, all right? I'm sorry. Yeah. Washing my hands and my cock. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm pretty thorough with washing my hands. I like hygiene, all right? I like being a hygienic person. Stop judging me, you fucking assholes. What do you want? What do you want? Okay, let's get back to the questions. I'm sorry for the commercial break. Let's get back to the questions. Back to the questions. Back to the questions. All right. I'm in my room. I'm in my fucking room. Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm gonna get to Ophelia's questions now. Once again, I apologize for the urination break. It was much needed. Okay. Ophelia has a few questions here. Number one, if you were an animal, what would you be and why? Well, that's a good question. The earliest memory I have of being asked a question like that was, I think, in 3rd grade. And my answer at that time was a jaguar. I believe it was a jaguar, yeah. Or a panther. I don't know. One of those. I think it was a jaguar. But yeah, I think just being a big kind of predator that has to hunt for their food, that would be cool. Every day would be interesting. But, on the other hand, maybe also a sloth. Because sloths are pretty cool. They just fucking hang out in trees and chill out and just... They don't have to worry about much. They're just fucking slow assholes, and they fucking... They have a pretty chill life. I'm not even sure, if they have any predators. I assume that they do because they're pretty docile creatures. But I like sloths, and maybe I would like to be a sloth, possibly. Number 2. If you were to have a wire baby with any chatter, who would it be? And please describe what you may think the baby might look like. Also, was the baby made out of love, hate, frustration, or lust? Wow. Jesus Christ. God damn. God damn. I'm not sure how to answer that. You know, I got to tell you, to be honest with you, the first answer that comes to my head is she says. Yeah. Yep. You know, that Arabian booty, man. You can't say no to that shit. You can't say no to it. It's just too good, man. And fucking, what would the baby look like? Well, it would look like a cross between an ISIS recruit and a Portuguese fisherman, basically. That's what it would look like. And as far as what the baby would be made out of, well, I mean, at this point, it would be made out of frustration and lust. Both of those. Yeah. Yep. Just being honest. Just being honest with you, Ophelia. Frustration and lust. Hope that helps you. All right. Third question from Ophelia here. If you were to run for prime minister for an independent party, what would you call your party? What would be your top 3 key points to your political platform? Wow, Ophelia has some good questions here. Let me fucking think about this for a second. Let me think about this. Okay, an independent party. Jesus fuck. This is really making me think here. I might be too drunk for this shit. I might be too dumb for this shit. I don't fucking know. But Jesus Christ. Okay, well, let me think about what political issues really matter to me the most. God damn. God damn. I don't know, Ophelia. I'm really not too political. I mean, I can tell you that I really don't like social justice warriors. I don't like political correctness. Political correctness. Am I speaking properly? I can't even tell. I'm kind of drunk. I might be slurring my words. I apologize. That's probably not a good trait to have if you're recording a podcast. Yeah, I just despise political correctness. I despise censorship. And unfortunately, WireClub, which is a site that I really enjoy, is filled with that shit, as you know. So I guess to answer your question, my independent party would be called the Anti-SJW, Anti-Political Correctness Party. And yeah, those would be my top 3 key points. Well, I mean, I guess I need a third one. So top 3 key points: social justice warriors. Well, anti-social justice warriors. And anti-political correctness. And I'm sorry for all the feminists listening, anti-feminism. And strictly the third wave feminism. All right? Third wave feminism is gross, and it's pointless, and it's just unfortunate what feminism has become, because it was really important in the 50s, and now it's just become dog shit. All right. I'm getting a little bit too political here. Let me fucking drink some more Jaeger. Let me drink some more Jaeger. I might be offending some listeners here. Yeah, man. I don't know if you want to get political on these things. This is supposed to be somewhat funny. All right, next question from Ophelia. She's got like 6 here. Let's see. If you were to be... fuck. If you were to be a DeVry student, which program would you apply for? Would you get in? Well, you know, Ophelia, that's a really good question. And to be honest with you, I don't even know what programs DeVry offers, so I'm going to actually Google that right now. DeVry programs. What the fuck? At DeVry, you can choose from associate and bachelor's degrees, programs, or undergraduate certificates within 5 distinguished colleges. All right, here we go. Business and management, engineering and information sciences, health sciences, liberal arts and sciences, and media arts and technology, in addition to master's degree programs from DeVry. Well, Ophelia, I'm not really sure how to answer that. I mean, I'm kind of an artistic dude, not extremely so, but I mean, I draw stupid cartoons and shit, as you probably know. So I'm kind of leaning towards the liberal arts degree, even though that sounds super gay. Yeah, I mean, from these choices here, bachelor's degree programs, business and management, engineering, liberal arts, media arts. Fuck. Wait, what the fuck is the difference between liberal arts and media arts? I don't even know. I really don't even know. And I'm not going to Google it because I'm too fucking lazy and drunk. Yeah. This show is really getting off the rails. I probably drank too much. I apologize in advance. But hopefully you're cringing, because that's the whole point of this bullshit. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to go with liberal arts. Or media arts. I don't fucking know. One of those two. Hopefully that answers your question. Now, Ophelia's 5th question. Oh, wait, hold on. She asked, would you get in? Yeah, absolutely, I would get in. When I apply myself to something, it happens. Oh, yeah. Except not always. Anyway, moving on. During your Wire fugitive days, what was your favorite VPN SN and why? Well, Ophelia, that's a good question. And, you know, actually, you know, the best troll on Wire, Mr. Rabbit, actually recommended a site to me called, well, it's a browser. It's called Hola. Because, you know, when I saw him coming into Canada chat, like quickly with different usernames, like bam, 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 I was like, what the fuck? How does he do that? How does he do that? I want to know. And he answered that question for me. He told me, just use Hola. It's a browser that you can use, and it has fucking VPNs from almost every country that exists. Yeah, so pretty much just download Hola, except I think right now, fucking WireClub, they implemented a system that doesn't allow proxy servers anymore. So that's really bad for trolls. I don't even know how Rabbit is getting around that. Maybe he found some kind of loophole or some shit. But yeah, from what I saw anyway, they banned proxy servers, so you can't fucking use VPNs anymore. This is probably getting really boring, and I apologize about that. But yeah, that's my answer for you. So number 6. Oh, this is a good one. Fuck, marry, and kill Topanga Lawrence, the character from Boy Meets World, DJ Tanner, Full House, Laura Winslow, Family Matters. Ooh, well, this is a good question. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research because I don't remember what Laura Winslow looks like. Let me fucking Google this bitch. I mean that in all respectful possible way, of course, or some shit. Laura Winslow. Ooh, okay. I mean, like, fuck. I like black chicks, but she's just a little bit too fucking African. I mean, she's attractive, but just it's too much Africa. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in an offensive manner. Just too much Africa, too much Africa for a fucking little old white boy like me. So, she'll probably go on the kill list. And I'm sorry if that sounds racist. Here goes my phone again. Should I fucking answer it during this show? I don't know. You know what? It's actually probably my mother. You know what? I'm going to answer it, and it might be slightly entertaining. I don't know. I'm going to answer it. Hello?
Hello, this is Audrey Carter from Canada Debt Relief. This is your final notification to activate the prime interest rate on your credit card.
What?
Your account credibility is pre-approved for this service. Press 1 and stay on the line. Your account manager will speak to you shortly.
What? Fuck this. Go away. Fucking annoying asshole. Ugh, some automated bullshit. I don't know, man. That wasn't for me. That was probably for my mom. Okay, back to the question. All right. Okay. So, marry, fucking kill. Okay. So let me get this. Let me get this clear. So for marry, fucking kill, I assume when you pick someone for fuck, it's just like a one-time fuck. That's the deal, right? It's just one-time fuck, and then that's it. And then the person you pick to marry, you just basically you get to fuck them for the rest of your life. That's what it is, right? And then kill, obviously you murder that person. So marry, fucking kill. This is pretty easy with the choices that I have here. I would marry Topanga. I would fucking kill Laura Winslow. And I'd fuck DJ Tanner. Easy. Thank you for the questions, Ophelia. Those were good questions. Those were fucking good questions. Unlike fucking Jono, you stupid asshole. I mean, sorry. I didn't mean that. You're a good man, Jono. Let me get back to my messages here. This podcast is probably getting too long and you're all probably getting bored. It's understandable. Let me see what else we got. Let me see. We got one from Zendrick. Let me see this shit. Let me see. Do you like piano more than guitar and bass? You cuck. Well, Zendrick, let me think about this for a second. I don't know. It's really hard to answer that because I've been playing guitar and bass for years. I started playing bass when I was 17, man, and piano is fairly new to me. I've been playing for probably like a little bit over a year. So at this point in my life, piano is more interesting, but that's just because I have so much experience with bass and guitar. But I mean, if I had to pick one to play for the rest of my life, it would probably be fucking bass and guitar. I mean, I'm fucking more of a bass player, but fuck. Let me take another swig of Jaeger here. Let me take some more fucking Jaeger. All right, Zendrick. I hope that answers your question. Yeah. I mean, there are definitely a lot of improvements I can do on guitar. I'm not much of a guitarist. So if I had to pick one instrument to play for the rest of my life, it'd probably be guitar. Yeah, that's about it. Next question here. Downtown Diva. I probably offended her with my previous comments about feminism. So I apologize, Miss Downtown Diva. But let me read your question here. If you were able to time travel, would you travel into the future or back in history? If back in history, what time period would you choose and why? Well, Miss Downtown Diva, that's a very good question. You know what? I think I would probably choose to go backwards. And the time period I would choose to go back into would be the 90s, the early 90s. And I would take all the information I have now as an adult and I would go back into my childhood, and I would use all that information to just grow up and become a better human being. Yeah, that's pretty much my answer. That's my answer. Yes. Yes. That's my answer, Diva. I hope you appreciate that. That's about it. I know it's not really that interesting. But everyone deserves a second chance. Wow, more fucking questions from Kelstar here. Let me see. Let me see. Open one here. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why? Well, Kelly, that's a very easy question to answer. Very easy. And the answer to that question is I would choose to have the superpower to have any superpower that I wanted at any time. Very simple. Very powerful superpower. And no one would be able to stop me. I would be able to do whatever the fuck I wanted to at any time. It'd be pretty awesome. You know? And I'd probably try to do it for the better of mankind. But I don't fucking know. I mean, you know what they say, right? Power corrupts. So whenever somebody gets any bit of power, it always makes them do very selfish things, unfortunately. But thank you for the question. I hope that answers it. Yeah, I'm kind of drunk. I'm going to drink some more Jaeger here. Oh, I apologize for this unprofessionalism. You know? All right. We got another question from Kelstar here. And it says, do you like stuff? Kelly, I'm sorry, but I don't like stuff. I prefer things, okay? Stuff is fucking bullshit, and things are the shit. You understand me? Things are the shit, stuff is fucking garbage. I hope that answers your question. Thank you for the fucking question. Moving on. She says, asks me, how long is your wiener in centimeters? Well, Brenda, that's a good question. How long is my wiener in centimeters? Well, you know, I think you know the answer to that because I've said in Canada Chat many times that my dick is 10 inches long, but 75% of that length is just foreskin, unfortunately. You know, it's fucked up, but that's just reality, man. You know, and sometimes I tie my foreskin in a knot, and it's really fucked because it blocks out my pee, and I can't pee, and just, you know, my foreskin just balloons up, and it fills up with pee, and it looks like a cartoon, and just like it can't come out, man, until I untie it. It's fucked up. It's just really fucked up. So I apologize about letting you know that, because you probably didn't want to hear it, but it's just reality, man. You know? Yep. That's just how it is, man. Oh wow, we got a new question here that was, it looked like it was sent 21 minutes ago. Wow, 21 minutes ago from Igson. Tits. Are you gay? And then oh, wait. There's a new message here that says here, and it links a profile called Mr. Man, and oh, yeah, that's very disappointing. Is that what we're ending with? Is that really what we're ending with? A fucking picture of some fucking dude's torso with tribal tattoos? Jesus Christ. Why? Yeah. So that was the last message. It was kind of anticlimactic. Yeah. So how long is this fucking podcast? Wow, almost 150 minutes. I apologize for how long this shit has gone. Let me look through my messages again. Yep, that was the last one. But you know what? I think it's time to end this shit. And I would like to end with a quote from a character named Cave Johnson. A character from a game series called Portal. And Cave Johnson says, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad. I don't want your damn lemons. What the hell are these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's going to burn your house down with the lemons. I'm going to get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your fucking house down. Goodbye. I apologize for the extended listening, but I actually just found several more questions in my message box that I didn't notice at first. So, yeah, I guess we can just go through those, if you will bear with me. Here's a question from 9 days ago that I missed from Liebstrom, the fucking German communist chick. Here we go. Number one. She asked me, how big is it? And I assume she means my penis. I'm pretty average. But I think I answered that question earlier with the foreskin thing. Yeah, that's about it. Number two, gun to your head. Which WireClub male would you have sexual intercourse with and why? Jesus, fuck. Fuck. That's an interesting question. Let me think here. Now, I'm wondering if I should choose the guy that is most attractive or the guy that I could most easily dominate. Jesus Christ. Fuck. That's a tough question. Well, I mean, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Even if you have a gun to my head, how the hell am I going to get a boner for a male anus? I don't know how that's going to happen. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But I guess if they were like force feeding me Viagra and shit, and like they somehow made me, you know, have a fucking boner for a male anus with a gun to my head. Fuck. You know, I probably wouldn't enjoy it unless it was like some kind of like domination thing. You know, so I'm going to probably have to choose. Fuck. Why are you giving me this question, you fuck? You fucker. Let me take a swig of fucking Jaeger. Take a swig of Jaeger. Okay. All right. I would probably choose Brandon. You guys know Brandon. Just because he would probably be really easy to dominate. And, you know, it would be empowering. And there wouldn't be a goddamn thing he can do. And I know he's listening to this right now, and he's like saying, "Oh, I would be able to defend myself. You don't know what I'm capable of. I'll fuck you up, Louis." No, Brandon. No, you wouldn't. I'm sorry. You'd be my bitch. And that's just the reality of things, unfortunately. So it's just better that you accept it. So that's just how it is. So Liebs has some more questions here. Number 3, what nickname do you have for your penis? This one is also from... Oh, never mind. She's got like... She's playing like some sneaky little games here that I'm not going to even mention. But she says, what nickname do you have for your penis? Well, Liebs, the nickname for my penis, the main one anyway, is Anteater. Because I have foreskin and it kind of looks like an anteater snout. And I know most people listening to that right now is, you know, they're disgusted. And I'm completely okay with that. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. My nickname for my penis is Anteater. Deal with it. Number 4. What's your worst story that starts with this one time I was so drunk? Oh, well, that's kind of a long answer, but yeah, it's probably the time that I went to jail. I was really drunk one night with my buddy Simon, who's an Asian fellow from Vietnam, and we just had a night on the town of just doing dumb shit. We were really young and stupid, and yeah, I mean, I'm not proud of this, but the night got to a point where I literally took a dump on somebody's front doorstep, and I used a leaf that I picked off a tree to pick up my turds, and I used my turds to smear them on the front door window. Yeah, and I'm not making that up either. Like, just it happened, and I'm not proud of it, but it is funny. Come on, you got to admit it's funny, and it's really gross and unfortunate. You know, I was a young retard, and I liked doing dumb shit, and it was fun. Anyway, the fucking night got really out of hand, and me and Simon decided to break into some fucking stupid store. We used some kind of I guess it was like some kind of pipe that we found. I don't know, man. The fucking memories are really blurry, and you know, because we were pretty drunk. Well, I guess we used some kind of pipe to pry open a fucking overhead door from the back of some store. So we pried open this fucking shit while we were drunk, and we just walked in, and we were walking around while we were wasted. We were walking around in the dark, and we were really drunk, like I said, and we were just hanging out in there for a little while, just looking at shit, exploring. And then when we came out, I don't know how long we were in there, but when we came out, there were police pointing guns at us, and they yelled. They were like yelling at us, "Get on the fucking ground! Get on the fucking ground!" I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? So, yeah, we got on the ground, and we got arrested. We got taken to prison. And I guess that's the end of the story. I'll just end it there. Yeah. So that's pretty much the worst story I have of this time I was drunk. Besides this podcast, of course. But Leaves has one more question. Question number 5. When will you give up drinking? Wow, that's a good question. When will I give up drinking? Well, well, I mean, the answer to that is when socializing is no longer required in my life. Basically, that's when I'll give up drinking. Because anytime I socialize, I have to drink. It has to happen. If I don't drink, it's going to suck. That's just how it is. You know? Because humans are kind of a pain in the ass. And alcohol is good, man. You got to drink it and be like, yeah, nigga. And let me take another swig of fucking Jaeger. Here we go. Cheers. All right. Thank you for the question, Leaves. Thank you for the questions. Oh, well, she has more here. She asks, how is baby formed? How girl gets pregnant? How girl gets Gregnart? Well, Leaves, I think you probably think you're being very funny right now, aren't you? You probably think you're being very funny by asking me how girl gets Gregnart. Huh? You think you're being very funny right now. Right? Right? You motherfucker. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's funny. But I'm not even going to answer it. Well, I mean, basically, you just shoot a giant load in her pussy. And then eventually a baby is formed. And then you have to choose whether or not you want to shove a coat hanger in her cunt. Or let it come out of her cunt after 9 months. And then give it some stupid name. And, you know, teach it how to play video games. Yeah, that's basically it, man. But now we got some questions from Brandon, the guy that I chose that I was gonna fuck in the ass. His first message is just absolute drivel. It's just a bunch of cues. I don't know why the fuck he sent this. I guess he thought he was being funny, but it just says Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q. Yeah, it's just a bunch of cues. So I guess he thought he was being funny, but it's not really funny. But Brandon sent another message. Hopefully this one is a little bit better. What goal do you hope to accomplish by means of propagating via podcast? Well, Brandon, most of the actions that I have while on the internet are based around harvesting lols, as I like to refer to them. Just harvesting lols. So by uploading this podcast, I hope to harvest lols and send out lols. And I'm probably failing, but that's probably okay. Like I'm fine with it, you know. But you know, maybe a select few humans will enjoy listening to this garbage, and that's enough for me, man. And maybe you'll be one of them. I don't know, Brandon, but that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Man, I'm getting fucking drunk here. And what's the next question? Let me see. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, she asks me, in my mouth, hand, pussy, or ass? Oh, boy. Oh, shit. Let me take a shot of Jaeger. Let me take a shot of Jaeger before I answer this. Let me take a shot of fucking Jaeger. All right. Okay. So Brenda asked me, in my mouth, hand, pussy, or ass? Well, Brenda, I would probably have to, you know, if I had to pick one, it'd probably be your ass. You know, this is probably getting too graphic here, but you know, the ass is a very tight orifice, and it would feel very good. And I would also be very capable of ejaculating inside your ass and not having you be impregnated. And that would be very good, because I'm not interested in having a child at this point in my life. So that would probably be my best choice. So I hope you appreciate that answer. Now, she says also, has a few more questions here. She says, who's your favorite wire chatter? Well, Brenda, besides you, of course, I also enjoy the company of Zendrick. And who else? Who the fuck else? Well, you know, it's always fun seeing Rabbit come in the room and just verbally abusing people. I'm sorry. It's just fun. You know, he just verbally abuses people, and it's totally not mandated by the WireClub staff. And that's part of the fun, you know? It's part of the fun because it's basically not allowed, but he does it almost every fucking day. And it's just fun. It's just mean, and he's being an asshole. And like I said earlier, he's harvesting lols. Lols! That's what it's all about. Harvesting lols. You know what I mean? Alright. Hold on, I got a big burp here coming up. No, it wasn't that big. My bad. What is your favorite meme? Fuck. That's a hard question to answer. What is my favorite meme? Fuck. My favorite fucking meme. Dude, fuck. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I love dank memes that are filled with offensive content and are very politically incorrect. Those are my favorite type of memes. But as far as choosing a single fucking meme, I can't do it right now. I mean, especially since I'm this fucking drunk. It's just not happening. I really like dank offensive memes. Let's just move on. What was your favorite Wire name you ever chose? You know, I've had many usernames while on WireClub because, you know, they keep fucking deleting me. Keep coming up with new fucking usernames every day and shit. But one of my favorites was definitely Thrillho. So I'm a big fan of classic Simpsons episodes. And the episode where they got fucking Bone Storm, that was the shit. That was the shit. And Milhouse got the game, and his username was Thrillho, and that was awesome. So Thrillho was definitely one of my favorites. Last question from She Says, do you like pineapple on pizza? If you don't, why not? Well, Brenda, I'm actually surprised you don't know the answer to this. Or maybe you do, I don't know. You're just fucking with me. But the answer is, fuck no, I definitely don't like pineapple on pizza. And if you don't, why not? I can definitely answer that. I was in 8th grade, right? 8th grade, we went on a week-long trip to a place called Teen Ranch. It was this place where, you know, we'd ride horses and shit and just do ranch stuff for a week. And this was the first time in my life where I experienced pineapple on pizza. Okay? They served us pizza during lunch. I think it was lunch, right? Some day during that week, they served us pizza, and I was like, fuck yeah, we got pizza today. Oh yeah. So they brought pizza. They put some of that shit on my plate, and I was like happy to dig into it. I was like, oh yeah, I love pizza. Pizza is one of my favorite fucking foods. So of course I was excited to eat that shit. I fucking took a bite of it, and I was like, what the fuck? The taste that was in my mouth was just horrible. And it was at that point that I realized that they had bits of pineapple that were stuck under the cheese of that fucking pizza slice. There was fucking pineapple under the fucking cheese of that pizza. Do you understand me? And so it was just impossible to even pick off. I was like, this is horrible, and I can't even pick it off, but I still like pizza, so I'm going to just force myself to eat this shit, even though it tastes awful. Because fruit does not belong on pizza, and everyone fucking knows it. Everyone fucking knows it. Yeah. Fruit does not Sorry, I'm kind of drunk. But fruit does definitely it does not belong on fucking pizza. And I know what you're thinking. Tomato is technically a fruit, and the tomato sauce is made out of tomatoes. But let me tell you what, man. When something becomes a sauce, it ceases to become a fruit. All right? Tomato sauce is not a fruit. Ketchup, which is also made out of tomatoes, is not a fruit. All right? Fruit does not belong on pizza. Don't put it on there. Would you fucking eat pizza slices with apple slices on it? You're probably saying yes just to be an asshole, but the answer is probably no. Anyway, man, this podcast is fucking going on really long, and I'm just rambling like a drunk asshole. And I'm going to take another shot of Jaeger right here. I should probably get through the last few questions before I have to take a piss again, because I'm feeling it coming on. Let's see here. Let's see. Got another question from Zendrick. Another question from Zendrick. Let's see. 3 things to be taken with you to a secluded island. That's a good question, Zendrick. That's a good question. And I'm actually going to take my second piss of the podcast while I think about this. All right? So please bear with me, sir. Please bear with me. I will definitely get to your question. I'm thinking about it while I whip out my penis. I'm sorry for the offensive nature of this. I'm in the bathroom right now. I'm about to take a piss. And, yep. Let her rip. Yep. That's my urine coming out of my dick. So, the question was items that I would take to a secluded island, right? I think that's what it was. I think it was 3 items. Well, I'm going to have to get back to my computer to confirm this. But right off the bat, the first item, I mean, this is going to sound really sexist, but if you want to consider a woman an item, which I don't personally do, in this case, if you could consider them as an item, then I would bring a woman. All right? Because obviously, you know, I want to get my dick wet. Hold on, let me fucking wash my hands, all right? Let me wash my fucking hands. 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 Yeah, man. Welcome to the Cringe Carnival, man. Listening to some asshole wash his stupid hands after he urinates. Welcome to the Cringe Carnival. Welcome to the Cringe Carnival. Welcome to the Cringe Carnival. I'm sorry, I'm almost done. Right? Like I said, I like having hygiene, alright? I like having hygiene. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Why are you guys judging me? Fuck. Why are you guys fucking judging me? I'm not gonna edit this shit out. I don't care. I don't care. Listen to it. Yep. Alright, let's go back to my fucking room so I can answer Zendrick's questions. It's fucking 3:30 p.m. right now. Jesus Christ. Okay, so back to Zendrick's question. 3 things to be taken with you to a secluded island. Well, yeah, I already answered. Number 1 would be a woman, if you consider that to be a thing. Number 2, it would probably, I mean, I'm not any kind of outdoorsman or survivalist, but I assume that a lighter would be very useful. A lighter would be very useful, and also a knife, just you know, kind of like an outdoors knife, maybe like a Swiss Army knife even. That would be a very useful item. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. You know, you gotta fucking hunt in your surroundings to get any sort of food, and then you gotta cook that shit. So I mean, that seems pretty reasonable. A woman, a lighter, and a Swiss Army knife. I hope that answers your question, Zendrick. I appreciate your question. Now I will move on to the next one. What else we got here? What else? What else we got here? Oh, okay. We got some more from Leibs here. She asks, other than banana peels, what's the weirdest thing you've stuck your penis into? Don't say your dad. Well, Leibs, what if the answer is actually my dad? What am I supposed to say at this point? What am I supposed to... Am I supposed to, like, just make something up? What if the question is actually my dad? Well, you want me to lie to you? You want me to lie to you? I have too much respect for you to lie to you. What if the question is actually my dad? Like, Jesus fuck. No, I don't know. Let me think about this. The weirdest thing I put on my dick, other than banana peels, fuck. Well, I'm thinking of chocolate, because I've put chocolate on my dick from my ex-GF. But is that weirder than banana peels? I don't think so. I don't think so. So what is the weirdest thing I put on my dick? Let me think. Let me think for a bit here while I take another shot of Jaeger. Fuck. I mean, the weirdest thing that I put on my dick is probably banana peels. I mean, she's saying that because I told her a story where I jerked off with a microwave banana peel. And I'm not ashamed to say that because it was actually pretty good. You know, it feels good. Like I highly recommend it. A microwave banana peel. Just don't make it too hot because you're going to burn your fucking stupid cock. A microwave banana peel will feel really good on your dick. Highly recommended. Because it's slippery. It's like slimy. And it kind of feels like a cunt. Yeah, man. You know. These are the kind of things that you do when you've been single for this fucking long. But let's not get into that. Yeah, I mean, fuck. Well, I don't know how to answer this. Banana peels were probably the weirdest thing, but if you want a different thing to hear, it's probably melted Nutella. Because, you know, I ducked my cock in the fucking melted Nutella for an ex-girlfriend to suck it off of. Is that what you want to fucking hear, Leibs? Because that happened. Fuck. All right, let me take another shot of Jaeger. All right. Okay. This podcast is really going on for too long. And it's really getting off the rails here. I got a few more messages. Here's one from Hamadriyad. Hama. Let me see. Let me read this. Oh, she's got a few here. So, pineapples on pizza, yay or nay? I believe I answered that earlier. So, yeah, next question. If internet trolls had troll doll hair... If internet trolls had troll doll hair, what color would it be? Well, Samantha, that would be... that's a tough question to answer, you know. I assume it would correlate with whatever kind of personality they had. Like, if it was a really angry troll, I guess it would be, like, red. If it was... wow, my fucking phone is ringing again. You know what? I'm actually going to answer this. Let's see what happens here. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yep.
Hi, I'm looking for the homeowner, please.
What?
The homeowner, sir.
She's not here right now. Okay. What the fuck, man? Why do I fucking answer my phone? Why the fuck do I even bother with that fucking bullshit? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. So internet trolls. What color would their hair be? You know, if they were like a really angry troll, it'd be like red. If they were like a depressed troll, I guess it would be blue. If they were a stoner, it'd be green. Fuck, you know, it's gonna correlate with their personality. So that's basically my answer to that. Next question from Hama: are rainbows gay? Well, Samantha, at this point, rainbows are pretty gay. Basically, because the gay people have hijacked the rainbow as their symbol. It's their national symbol. So at this point, rainbows are pretty gay. And I'm not sure how I feel about that because you know we all grew up drawing fucking rainbows and shit. And you know, at this point, for them to hijack the rainbow and make it into a gay thing is a little bit of it's a little bit fucked up. It's a little bit fucked up because when we were all little kids drawing rainbows, we were thinking, yeah, this is representing gay people. Yeah, fuck yeah. You know, we weren't thinking that. And it's not like there's anything wrong with gays. Fuck, do your thing. Fuck assholes and suck penises, whatever you want to do. But Jesus Christ, when we were kids, we didn't have those thoughts in our heads. Anyway, moving on. Where are we going on a date? Well, Samantha, if we were going to go on a date, it would probably be like some white trash kind of date where we would go into a park and just drink alcohol illegally in the park while concealing our beverages in order to not get arrested. I think that's pretty much the ideal date. You know, if it's nice out and there's good weather, that's the fucking ideal date. Just get drunk and enjoy each other's company, and just talk. Just talk to each other, one on one. No other bullshit around. That's it, man. That's the perfect date. And if you disagree, then you're wrong. I'm sorry. Next question. Best thing you've seen at work? Well, let me think about that for a second. Best thing I've seen at work. Well, I mean, I have a pretty chill job, and chill often can be translated into boring. But there was this one time where a homeless guy just walked into the front door vestibule, and he pretended to reach into his pockets to grab a supposed key that he was pretending that he had in order for me to think, oh yeah, he's a resident, I'm going to let him in. But no, I mean, I saw through his bullshit, and I didn't open the door for him. So then he proceeded to just lay down in the vestibule and just have a big old homeless nap. And I was like, wow, okay, yeah, he's just chilling out. And it was like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, right? And I kind of felt bad for the dude, so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to let him chill a bit. Let's see how long he stays in there. And it was winter, right? So he was just looking for a warm place to stay, homeless guy and shit. So, yeah, I mean, eventually, I think like after somewhere between 30 minutes to maybe an hour, I was like, okay, I got to do something about this. So I went into the vestibule, and I kind of give him a light kick in the leg, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, hey, you gotta leave." And he kind of woke up a little dazzled, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, okay," and then he just fucking left. That was it. And that was it. Well, oh, wait, actually, that reminds me. There was actually there's a resident who I've seen at least 2 times. He's walked in with some fucking escorts, right? And there was one time where he walked in with like 2 escorts, and I suppose, I mean, I'm just speculating here, but he went into his fucking unit and he had a threesome. That's what I'm speculating, because he had 2 escorts with him, 2 chicks who I'm pretty sure were escorts. Pretty sure we're fucking escorts, right? He usually says hi to me. This time, when I said hi to him, he wouldn't even look me in the eye. So, God bless him. Anyway, the occasion that I'm speaking of, this particular moment, he had a hooker with him who wasn't exactly an escort. She's more like kind of, you know, a cheaper kind of escort, if you will. And she was really like grungy, and she had like a leather jacket on. She looked like all, let's say she looked all punk rock. You know what I mean? Anyway, he went up with her for a while. After a little while, she came down, and she was just hanging out in the lobby couch. She was like laying down, and she was like all drugged up or drunk or some shit. And I let her hang out there for like maybe a half hour or some shit, 40 minutes, until I was like, fuck, I gotta kick this bitch out. So I walked up to her and I nudged her, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't let you sleep here. Because she was basically lying there with her fucking eyes closed for like 30, 40 minutes. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't let you sleep here. And she just immediately left. So that's about it. Those were probably the most exciting moments of my boring job. So I hope that answers your question. Who are the best chatters in Canada chat? Top 3. Fuck, that's a tough question. Man. Okay, when we look at this question, we have to strictly consider what kind of content that they bring over, right? How entertaining is their content? Now, I'm going to leave myself out of this list because I don't want to sound like an arrogant prick. So, the top 3 best chatters. Fuck. I'm gonna need some time to think about this, actually. Fuck. I mean, fuck. I really don't know how to answer this. I really don't know. My first thought is Rabbit, because he causes so much drama and he makes people butthurt, and it's very entertaining to watch. I don't know who else to say, though, honestly. I think Zapter is really good, because he's obviously a really smart dude, and he's yeah, man. Hello, this is Louie. It's currently past 9 p.m. right now. I just woke up from a nap. I kind of passed out in the middle of my recording. You know, I was fucking drinking, and yeah, I just needed a little bit of a nap. And I didn't get through all the questions. I believe the question I passed out on was, who are the best chatters in Canada chat? Top 3. Well, you know, I was listening to my drunken ramblings after I woke up, and so I was saying Rabbit, Zapter. You know, I'm trying to pick a third one here, and I'm not too sure, but I'm kind of leaning towards Zendrick, because he's also a very smart fella, and Yeah, he's a good man. Rabbit, Zendrick, and Zapter. Those are my top 3. You don't like it? It's alright. Hamma has a few more questions here. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Well, I mean the answer to that is I definitely was smelling it while he was cooking it, but he's pretty much done cooking it at this point. You know, he's a huge star. He's in movies. When he was strictly a wrestler, he was leading up to all that shit to make himself a bigger star. That's what he was cooking. I definitely smelled it. But at this point, he's done cooking it, and he accomplished his goal. So good for The Rock. Good for him. Now, Hamma's last question is coolest Muay Thai move. Well, the coolest Muay Thai move, I'm leaning towards a flying knee. Also, flying elbows are pretty cool. You know, you jump in the air and you smash the tip of your elbow into the top of their head. That's pretty radical. You know, and Sam, what you need to fucking do is get back into the Muay Thai gym, and I'm going to keep harassing you until you fucking do it. Alright? So get back into the Muay Thai gym and kick those fucking pads, and you will not regret it. You will have a good time. So please take my advice and do that shit. Thank you. I think we have a few more questions in my inbox here that I didn't get to. I fucking passed out like a fucking gaylord. Let me see. Yeah, we got like one more question from She Says here. And she asks, who is Rex? Who is Rex? Well, Brenda, you know, I would tell you who Rex is, but if I told you, I would have to kill you. And I would probably choose to kill you by choking you to death with my penis. You know, and no one needs to experience that. That's just a horrible way to die, to choke on my smelly foreskin penis. That's just this. It's awful. It's awful, and I wouldn't want to do that to you. So I'm not going to tell you who Rex is. Anyway, I think that's the last question. And I already read my fucking quote that I was going to end the podcast with. So I don't know how to end this now. What do I do now? This is just awkward, man. This is fucking awkward. How do I end this shit? What do I do now? Do I just say goodbye and that's it? I guess. Jesus Christ. Well, guys, just let me know if you enjoyed this at all, and I might make more. Also, I'm definitely welcoming any sort of criticisms and advice that you have to make this shit better. I know one thing I definitely have to stop doing is saying so much, because I was listening back to that shit and I was saying and that's probably kind of annoying. But yeah, just let me know, and I'll make more. Have a good day. Goodbye. This concludes the Cringe Carnival episode number 1.